next video. Please understand that for whatever reason it didn't upload. We are always getting breached our cell phones. But this is another insert. Hope you can enjoy.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth and I'm the author of Memorabilia. I am sitting here today doing another insert. And these are the types of things that promote the Real Evolve series. So first of all, I'm going through a box of memorabilia and I came across this and I said, oh, fantastic. This is so old, early 80s for me, part of the St. Vincent and Grenadines Association of Montreal. And I'm looking through it. So I turned the first page and I'm like, okay, she doesn't look familiar at all. And we were a small community back then, not that small. There was quite a number of mix, but she looks really different. And I'm like, okay, maybe my brain is going through, I don't remember, enhancers, whatever the case may be. Then I get to this page and I'm like, oh, my sister, she's out in New York. The problem is when you look closer, really look closer, she has been altered in the photo. Now, that means there's two things. It's either an investigative thing to make sure, because, they grilled Prophet Hannah for 12 years, and these are the people I grew up with. Now, I'm looking at them. Oh, these are my high school friends. There's Atlin and there's Bonnie. And what was more disturbing is this person here has been made about 5 shades later. This, which is my sister now, has been facially altered. And I don't recognize this female at all. And she's a trophy winner that I attended. There's another problem here. When I got to this page, and these are real challenges, it says here, Thai will be done. So this is probably the Indian community pushing one love of group intercourse. All of these things are some of the challenges that's going on. So let's talk about how ugly this hidden cluster really was. So the first thing is putting an African as a West Indian. There's a cultural difference, okay? That I don't recognize the girl. And I would recognize the girl because I can recognize all my friends. Second thing is someone went to the extent, change this. Someone changed this 3 shades later. When we look at this now, Thai, that's very, very political. So, is that because of our police in Canada, or is it because of foreign? These are some of the challenges which makes up C3's history. This is how Prophet Hannah was raised inside a church at that particular time back in the early 80s. It's just to illustrate what is really going on. Again, it could be Canadian police, or when we think of tying, it could really be way bigger than that. Tie will be done. Now, here is another thing. Not every community wants to just eat itself out. Now, the concept is great, but we have certain countries that are very, very Muslim in nature, and they may do it as men, but the women, they don't like to do it. I'm one of those females where, maybe if I was younger, I would definitely try it, but I prefer one-on-one. It's just a preference thing. And it's because of my backing, and some Christian women are not comfortable with it either. It's not that I'm not broad, and if I'm starving, I'll go for it, but it's a real challenge, and that's what the Real Evolve is. First of all, it's to bypass this political, see how lethal that is. Someone went out of its way, left its foreign country, is in Canada, changing this particular book, or is a police officer who's grilling one single female for how many years now because they can't believe the story. We're talking about not $5 or $10. We're talking about a few $1 billion in its nature. And then we look at the Negro of Africa, how beautiful she is now. Yes, Negroes came to the West Indies, but there's a 600-year variance, just like in 50 years, Prophet Hannah picked up a lot of native Canadian culture in Canada. Same with most West Indians in nature. Then there's the concept of the demographic change. Where are these? Where are all these individuals today? It's very, very scary. This color complexion, which makes up my friend from high school, Atlan's complexion, is a beautiful, beautiful coal black. Now, when we think of colors in humans, don't think of it as gross or slaves or this. Think of it as you're an artist, you're a painter, and you love all the variances of colors in humans. So our globe is really, really changing. This makes up just one more insert of a very long true story and some of the challenges that we went through. So thank you for your support.